Hello and welcome to Soil Studios, the Silicon Lowball, a 4-part educational series designed to help explain carbon sequestration and the instruments that make measuring this possible. Back in the lab, Farmer Joe is beginning to understand the importance of tiny tin and gaining trust in the scientists.
Here's my good friend Malvin. He can help you understand your carbon content.
Oh, this is some really nice looking soil here. I'm not sure why Carbon Corps can't give you the money to save your farm. Well, in this quick process here, we'll be able to get you the answers you're seeking.
Wow, this machine must be something fantastic because it is really incredible to get all of that information from such a small amount of soil. You guys have been so fantastic helping me through this whole process.
It really is all in the magic of this little tiny tin here. I'll just process the soil sample and then we'll get you your answer.
Well, I need to run back to my lab to process some more soil, so I'll see you guys later.
This is the automatic soil sampler. It processes about 50 units of soil. You just upload the little tiny tin here and it does it automatically. Once we put tiny tin on top of here, it will automatically process the sample.
Wow, it kind of looks like a film reel.
Yeah, only that it processes a lot faster than the movie. It can be confusing to explain everything that's inside this little box. So let's check out some diagrams I have here on my computer. First, tiny tin is dropped into the combustion column using a small pneumatic piston. The columns are packed with other catalysts and purifying chemicals.
So what you're telling me is the reaction columns are kind of like a fuel filter and a carburetor in one.
Yeah, exactly. Much like a carburetor creating the air-fuel mixture, when tiny tin is exploded, the purifying agent allows for redox reactions to occur. These reactions purify the carbon and nitrogen atoms within the soil samples.
Basically what we want is a pure gas mixture of carbon and nitrogen just as much as we need a clear air-fuel mixture.
You are correct. Now, at this point, all the carbon and nitrogen has been combusted into a gaseous state.
And it's been cleaned.
Then the clean gas moves through electrically charged coils that will count the amount of carbon and nitrogen atoms.
It reminds me of all those fancy new sensors on all the new cars. I swear, I always have a new light on.
Yeah, those sensors are even more sensitive than those. The nitrogen will move through the coils at a faster rate. Due to the sensitivity of the coils, we can see how fast nitrogen and carbon move. The difference in travel time and quantity these two gases travel through the coil will change the intensity of the electrical signal and time charge. Those values are measured and converted into the value of carbon and nitrogen in the soil.
Well, this has got to be the weirdest combustion engine that I have ever seen. How are we going to be able to combust enough samples in such a short amount of time to build my case?
Oh, that's easy. We just load the machine and walk away. It holds about 50 samples and automatically drops them in. It'll be done in no time.
Upon examining the result of the machine's output, Farmer Joe was surprised to learn that his soil actually holds 2.7% carbon. However, in order to understand what that percentage means, Farmer Joe needed 2 more pieces of information: bulk density and depth. Depth was simple. Farmer Joe just measured how deep they took their sample. For bulk density, a simple equation was used to calculate it. Farmer Joe took the dry weight of his soil sample and divided it by the volume collected. With these 3 values, carbon percentage, depth, and bulk density, Farmer Joe now had all the tools necessary to see how much carbon he actually has. He multiplied all the values to get his actual carbon content of his soil. Farmer Joe was astonished to learn that his soil actually holds about 10 times more carbon than what was quoted by the Carbonator 3000. That's some bullshit. Armed with this knowledge, Farmer Joe had all he needed to confront the banker.